All right, good morning. We are out here, man. We are today. We are trying to be the early bird. The early bird, they say, gets the worm, and we are out here. We left the dock, left a little bit too early. We really wanted to be out here by the time we set up the cameras and we set up all the rods and everything, that we could have the sun coming up. But we're about 20-30 minutes ahead of that, so we're gonna drop the jug because we can't see the tip of the rod. I mean, if you can see behind me, we got the lights on. It is pitch black. You cannot see your hand in front of your face here. But we're gonna drop this rod now. We had a beautiful ride out, have a full moon, and it was just it's gonna be a beautiful day today. We got seas are gonna be around 1 foot, so 12-inch waves or less. Super smooth ride coming out here. And we're hoping that we could get a swordfish early. So we're dropping the jug because what happens is now, you know, it's still nighttime. Swordfish, you know, will follow the bait up to the top. The jug rod, we can't control the jug rod. Once it's set, you know, it's a potluck rod there. If the fish will go ahead and bite it and get hooked. That's why we're gonna drop that one out now, and then here in about 20-30 minutes, we'll be able to see, and we could go ahead and reset up and drop the tip rod. But, you know, hopefully we catch one of these fish that are going down in the water column and start the day off breakfast with a swordfish. All right, guys, so we have been drifting now for a good, I don't know, half an hour, 40 minutes. We got some sunlight here. The sun is just starting to come up, but we could see now. And we're gonna go ahead and pick up the jug rod and set up, and then we're gonna do both of our rods. So it doesn't look like we're gonna win by a shutout today. Our first drift didn't really yield anything. I mean, I really like the tip rod. I'm not, you know, I mean, we put the jug rod out there. That's you know, secondary rod. It's really not much that you could do with that rod. You know, you can't control it, you can't do anything with it. It's just a potluck. But we're gonna go ahead and get that one up and get reset here, and really looking for early morning fish. We got up at 2 o'clock this morning. Really want to take advantage of the moon. The moon is out, set to like 10:50 in the morning, somewhere around there, 10:55. So we want to be able to go ahead and take advantage of that. Hopefully get a fish early and make it back early. Whoa, 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 what was that?
That's why I slowed it down, but you're like, no, no, no.
Whoa. That was,
Told you the whole time you're talking, watch the rod tip.
something pulled back. Oh, Nelly, could we have a pomfret? Oof, look at that. Oh, shoot. No, that doesn't look like a, no. But it could be, you never know.
Don't you need your gloves?
Yeah, let's get the gloves. So that was weird. That was coming up smooth. And sometimes you'll get the, you know, you're pulling the lead up. It's a 12-pound lead, and the drag will slip a little bit. You're moving the boat, but that rod tip dug down. So, ooh, nice little tugs there. Look at that, bro. No, just let it keep coming. Let it keep coming. Let it keep coming. I mean, when I sped it up, just because I thought it was the lead, I mean, that thing dug, boom.
I know, I saw in the beginning, and I was like, did you see the rod tip? We were talking, so I don't think you heard me.
I'll tell you, whatever it is, we're gonna introduce it to our grill for dinner. Ooh, yeah, baby, look at that. What? Early morning. The early bird gets the worm, baby. Hopefully that's a big worm.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Hopefully that's a big worm on the other end of this line. Sun just came up 400 feet away. I mean, I don't know. The more that I see the rod now,
It's just shaking a lot. I've never
bro,
seen
that
fish.
could be. As soon as you go to get the lead, I'm gonna put it in gear.
Come so you can pick it.
Let go.
The line is not.
Okay, hold on. Help it there with your hand. Oh, put that in the bucket. Doesn't feel like it, no. Oh, Heartbreak Hotel for breakfast. Heartbreak Hotel. All right. That's a good sign. We know they're here. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go back up to the shallow, reset, and drop both of our lines in. See how drift number 2 comes out. So we are now at the end of our second drift. And so if you're unfamiliar, you haven't been watching some of our videos, I'll explain it to you now so you get an idea of what the drifts are. We essentially go for about an hour, hour and a half, depending on the speed of the current. So here where we're at, we're in Key Largo. We kind of drift at 30 degrees. So basically, and I'll throw a little diagram here to give you a visual, but we start, anywhere around, 1,300, 1,400 feet. And then in an hour, hour and a half, we're all the way out here in 1,800 feet, 1,900 feet. And then we pick up and we go back again and we set up and we drop. So we got out here at 5:30 in the morning. And it is now 9:43 in the morning. So we've put in some time already. And we had, on the first drift on the jug rod, we did have something that hit it. Probably my guess would be a pomfret when we were coming up. And it ate the back of the eel. We have both of the rods rigged with eels. It's my favorite bait that we like to use. So we got an eel on both of them. And our second drift didn't yield anything, no bites at all. We'll see what this looks like when we bring it up. On the jug rod, you really can't, if something whacks it or if something bites it and eats off, half of your bait, you really can't see it, unless it get hooked and it moves the buoy around. But we're gonna go ahead and get these picked up. We're gonna reset and start our third drift and see if the third one's a charm. Alrighty, we are now done with our third drift. We are picking up the lines. Needless to say, it has been a very, very slow day. We are still searching for our first bite. There's 5 boats total out here, including us, and we've been talking on the radio. One boat caught 1 fish, and it was barely legal. but hey, a fish is a swordfish is a swordfish. We will take that all day. But nobody else has even had a bite. So we are still hopeful. It has been a very long morning. It is now, just if you're following along in the video, it is now 12:13 in the afternoon. And we got out here 7 hours ago. And we woke up 10 hours ago. We were hoping for that early morning bite and the moon, getting it before the moon set, and we just weren't lucky enough to get it. Now those guys did. They got it right about half an hour before the moon set. So we're gonna go ahead and pick this up and get set up for drift number 4. Alrighty, welcome back everybody. What a day. This is what we call sword wishing. Exhaustion is setting in. You can see we're getting kind of crazy. There's a zip tie in my hair. It's hot, very hot. It is now 3:30 in the afternoon, and we are still searching for our first bite of the day, and we started fishing at 5:30 in the morning. This is tough sledding here today. Tough sledding. And the wind is really picking up right now. I mean, it's still a nice day, but the wind's probably 15 to 20 right now, and it's blowing out of the north, so it's really slowing our drift down because the current flows to the north, and then the wind is opposing, so it's pushing the boat backwards, so it's slowing us down tremendously. But we've tried everything. We've tried the shallow, we've tried the deep, we've tried in between. I don't know what else to do. There's only 2 of us left out here, and we've been talking on the radio all day, and they haven't gotten any other bites. So we are still hopeful. If you've been watching the channel and you've been following, you know I love to eat fish tacos. And I told my wife I'm gonna go and get some swordfish. The University of Miami plays football today, and I said we'll have some swordfish tacos. It's not looking good for those swordfish tacos. Not looking good, but we're still hopeful. Still hopeful. My dad always says the last thing you lose is the hope. We're getting close. We are very tired. We got up at 2, like I said, to try to get out here and get an early morning bite before the moon went down, and that hasn't happened. So we're gonna go ahead, pick up, reset, and hopefully the next drift is the one. I don't even know what drift number we're on now. I forgot. I'll look back when we're editing. I don't know if this is 5 or 6 or 4. All I know is this is uphill sledding today. All right, let's get reset. This is the one. All right, guys, golly, I look how I feel. So we are picking up the lines right now. The weather is turning on us real quick here. We're getting a front that wasn't supposed to come in until tomorrow, and it has been blowing. We are looking at over 20-mile-an-hour winds right now, so it's gonna be a fun drive back home. We are, I don't know, like 32 miles from the marina. Normally it's about 2 hours, but we got to go into this wind and waves, so we might be looking at about a 2.5-hour ride back to the marina because you can't go fast into these waves. But yeah, we got out here a little over 12 hours ago. We've been out here, and just wasn't our day today. I mean, I haven't had a day like this in a long time where I've been out here without a single bite. I mean, I thought the day was going to be very good. You know, we had our first drift before the sun came up, and by the way it was fighting, I would say it's probably a pomfret. We catch a lot of those out here as bycatch. Those are delicious, by the way. And I thought it was going to be good. And we're the last ones out here. Definitely gave it our all today. But this is the brutal reality of sword fishing. You are trying to target a fish 15, 16, 1,800 feet down with a 12-pound lead, and you got to drop that bait down there, and you got to hope that there's a swordfish swimming by that wants to eat your bait versus all the other stuff that's down there. And it is, you know, this is why this is a bucket list fish. They are not easy to catch, and today is proof of that. We are definitely hurting. We are exhausted. We're tired. I thought this was going to be, we came out so early because of the moon cycle that we had. We really thought we were going to be able to get a fish and be home early. That did not pan out. So I will tell you, there will be no swordfish tacos tonight. But that is what keeps us coming back after these fish. This is the ultimate hunt for these fish. But guys, we're gonna go ahead and get these lines picked up. We're exhausted. Get a water, put all this away, put the cameras away, and start our 2.5 hour commute back home. But I wanna thank you for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.